Hey everyone, welcome once again to the Kremzeek Reviews. This is Transformers the Movie Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime Commander Class. Finally you have him. We have finally got the ultimate Optimus Prime. So this is by Takara Tomy and Hasbro, of course. As you can see here, the artwork in front, also by Hasbro, of course, and in the back, you can see here, you can transform him in 40 steps, along with roller and the repair station, and his trailer, of course, and a backdrop from that of the movie. So as you can see there, 40 steps for him to transform. This is like a miniature masterpiece figure. So he is a Commander class, of course, and I got him from Hasbro Pulse. And here he is, out of the box. You can see Optimus Prime here, and his trailer, and his accessories, and it's also transforming manual. So we are going to remove him from his twist ties. You can see here, nice detail here and there. So excited to review this figure, finally. So as you can see here in the backdrop, this is the damaged Autobot city when Prime arrived after the Decepticons attack. Articulation, you can see his head is on a ball joint here. He rotates, of course. His arms also rotates. He's got bicep swivel. He's got finger articulation here. As you can see here, it's got articulation just like a masterpiece. And do the other arms as well, and do the other fists. Mine's kind of tight because we just opened him from the box, of course. He's got wrist rotation as well. Waist rotation. Can also rotate all the way 360 degrees. His legs can move outwards, do splits. And if you move these flaps here in the front and the back, you can move his legs. Make sure that it's all the way out there in a 90-degree angle there. And of course his knees also fold or move into a 90-degree angle. He's got thigh rotation and some ankle rocking as well. So finally the long wait is over. And here he is with the nice cartoony details when it comes to the colors. With his chest, his waist as well. So of course he comes with his blaster, iron cannon or rifle, and it's painted, of course, on like a gunmetal gray and some silver paint here. It comes with a blast effect as well. Mine is kind of crooked, so maybe we'll just heat him up to make it straight. So yeah, it comes with two blast effects here, and I think both of them are kind of soft and crooked. Maybe it's a way of and here is his battle axe, of course. His Energon battle axe, which are we going to show how to put him, of course. Make sure you fold his fists onto the arms, and this peg will put the battle axe on his left arm here. So it's the same material from that of the current blast effects that we receive, or effects from the other figures in the Studio Series line and War for Cybertron figures. So there we have his gun and his battle axe, and of course his trailer here, which is a simplified stripe colored gray. Then this one is his stand or support if you're going to transform him into his battle station. And like all trailers, it's easiest. You just fold them out like this. Make sure that they are all evenly angled, and this will be your battle station or base. And you will attach this repair dock here, along with the cockpit, the blue one. Just like in the G1 toy, it also has a cockpit that can open. You can also put a small figure. But normally, I think only a Zoid's figure or pilot can fit into it. So he's got a radar dish as well, and his repair arm, which is articulated. And of course, we have our roller. Here is roller, of course, in silver. And you can dock here with the repair bay. You can attach it on top of roller here, so they can be both mobile if you want to send roller for support or to fix any of the Autobots damaged during the battle. And the base can also stand up like this, like a repair bay for Optimus Prime, like all trailers from the previous versions. But this one is a bit longer compared to the Earthrise version. And there's a tab here that you could attach roller, in case you don't want him to move out of the base, or just make him stay in the base here. And if you're going to transform him into the trailer, so he doesn't move around inside and you don't have to shake him into it. I have a small figure here from Spike, which is Spike, another Masterpiece accessories back in the day, that can fit into roller. So as you can see here, we can fit two figures here along with the Headmaster, which is this one is Cerebros from Fortress Maximus. You can see they can fit together in front of the seat of roller. And as you can see here, the cockpit, which I've mentioned a while ago. And there we have roller, and you can attach the blast effects and the weapons in the trailer here, should you want to keep him inside the trailer like this. Fold him back here, transform him back to his trailer mode, and here's his regular trailer stand, just like any regular trailer.
The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
So now we are going to transform him into his alt mode, of course. So no more pointing for now, Optimus Prime. So we are going to show you how to properly transform him. Make sure his hands and his fingers are all folded into a fist, so that doesn't get in the way. Fold the other arm as well, or hands onto the forearm here, like this. And then you raise up his shoulders like this, just to get it out of the way. And you rotate the part of the lower arm and fold his elbow in the opposite direction, like that. So the smokestacks is also movable. You can move it around, so you can ignore that for now. And then bring this part, this blue part of the crotch behind it. Make sure you untap these. Then bring this down. And then the backpack. First you untap this part on the top part here. Lower these panels down. As you can see, the wheels and the grill of the truck. This will be the front of the semi, and you're going to rotate the head into the torso and the back. Make sure that thing is properly folded. And tap these, which will be the lock, so that you can rotate the upper part of the torso here. And then you will also rotate the lower part of the torso. Then bring out this grill of the front of the semi here. And as you can see, you can all see the front part of the truck here, or the semi. And then lift this up from underneath, like that, to cover the face of Optimus Prime. And then this part will go, maybe move it a bit further forward like this. Then you will bring the part of the shoulder and you will tab it on this part here, like that. Make sure that the lock from the side here, the panel, make sure that thing's folded down like that. With the other one as well. And then bring the forearm onto the side of the torso here like this. So make sure it's properly angled. It's really not that hard, considering it's like a masterpiece, but it's easier to transform compared to a masterpiece figure. So these panels here will be on the side part of the semi or lorry. There, make sure they're all properly tabbed in. And as you can see here, you can already see the front of the truck. And when transforming him, make sure you pull the lower torso like this. Make sure it snaps out of it so that you can extend the lower part, and then bring down this red panel here and tab it between the tires of the front of the semi. And now we are going to transform the part of the legs. So this front part of the ankle here, or the shins, will fold onto the side of the legs. Make sure you untab this. Tab here, which will tab together here. Yep. And then on the back part of the leg, you will untab these as well and tab it onto the upper part of the legs. Bring the feet and the heel support towards together. As you can see, mine is still inverted, just like all the issues with the initial release of the Studio Series Optimus Prime. Make sure we tab these part of the blue onto the cab here. Then rotate this part of the panel. Make sure that the red panel is showing on the outer part. There you go. Make sure that's all tabbed in. Okay, and then do the other one. Make sure you rotate this. Tab it onto, as you can see there's a tab here there to hold it together. And you rotate the smokestacks, of course, and then bring out the wheels on the between. Okay, there we go. And we have our semi. So he rolls perfectly, of course. Nothing underneath gets in the way. And then the trailer here. See the trailer connector here. We'll go to that hole on the back here. And he's going to pull his trailer, of course, just as it should be. So they roll nicely, of course. And then there's some launch effects here. Would go underneath the cab of Optimus Prime here, just like in the cartoons or in the movie where he launches himself and attack the Decepticons, and then transform into Optimus Prime and shoots down all the Decepticons in the way on his way to Megatron. So this is a good feature for those blast effects. As you can see here, the trailer is longer compared to the recent Earthrise trailer. And for size comparison, speaking of Earthrise trailer, Optimus Prime, here is the size comparison between the two. As you can see, the Studio Series is much taller compared to this Earthrise Optimus Prime, which is the Netflix version that I have. And although the Studio Series got a little bit more backpack, I think the design is way better compared to the Earthrise one. So this is the cartoon accurate Optimus Prime that we are all been waiting for. And here he is in comparison with the G1 Classic, but this one's the missing link version. So as you can see, this one's a shorter guy, but he can stand on his own because of the nostalgia factor of this old classic figure, which we still love, of course. And for the trailer, if you compare the current trailer, the Studio Series, to the original G1 trailer, as you can see here, the G1 trailer's got more blue stripes. The Studio Series is more simplified, of course. and longer compared to the G1. And here he is compared to the Studio Series Grimlock for size comparison or height comparison. And of course with Jazz and Bumblebee. And with that, that concludes our figure review of Commander Class Studio Series Optimus Prime. And thank you for watching. Till next time.
The Transformers will return after these messages.